day one priorities, it says, is to expand vouchers. We've seen that in some other places. Arizona is actually an example of where that is happening. ProPublica just did a big expose on it and how it is costing way more than people had anticipated. I believe that the original thought was that it would cost somewhere in the area of $68 million. Instead, it's up over $400 million. And their schools are having a hard time now with this voucher program. Their budgets are having a hard time with the voucher program. How would yours be different? Because a lot of different states have been trying to follow their model, and now their model isn't working.
Well, the problem I'm trying to solve by introducing a mechanism where there could be a tax credit to offset the price of a child to go to a private school or even a Catholic school or any type of a school other than a traditional public school without having to drive 2 hours from the city of Wilmington out to Christina, is something that enables most of our minority population, where all these schools that are doing so poorly are, the opportunity to get a fair education like everyone else. If mom is a single mother living in the city without a real good income with 1 or 2 children, and she doesn't have a choice but to bring them to that school because she can't get anywhere else, that family should be able to qualify for some sort of a tax credit rebate that enables them to survive. If your child only has a choice to go to a school where 95% of the children can't read at reading level by 3rd grade, that child should have a choice to go somewhere else. I'm not saying everyone. What I'm saying is that's part of a solution.
You were a former public school teacher. We just talked with your opponent about education. One of his first day one priorities, he talks about expanding vouchers for schools. What is your opinion of school vouchers?
I believe we need to invest in our public school system. I believe that we have a funding formula that was written in the 1940s. It's the oldest funding formula of any state in the country. Think of the values of those individuals in the 1940s who created the funding formula to fund our schools. That has resulted in unequal funding. They'll often point to the per capita funding of students, but what's actually happening is certain districts are getting resources that they should not get, and many schools, many classrooms are not ending up with the resources that they need. We should also keep in mind that what vouchers will mean, the sort of Republican proposal of vouchers, the privatization of education, is going to result in many Delawareans being left out. If you're struggling and going to a school today that is underserving and under-resourced, that's going to get a lot worse when resources are drained and given to private schools that already have plentiful resources.